Something big is shaking up the AFC North, and yes, it could completely change the Cleveland Browns' path to glory. We're talking about a real power shift that might just leave one of our rivals stumbling for years. So buckle up, because what's happening right now could redefine the future of this franchise in a way nobody saw coming. If you bleed brown and orange, you already know this season's been a roller coaster. Highs that gave us hope, lows that tested our patience, and moments where we saw flashes of something truly special. But this latest move by the Browns? It might be the spark that lights up the rest of the year. Let's talk about the name on everyone's lips right now, Shedeur Sanders. The rookie quarterback who's been quietly grinding behind the scenes has just been promoted to backup QB for Week 6. Sounds small on paper, right? But make no mistake, this is huge. This move tells us a lot about where the Browns are heading, not just this season, but for the future. Shedeur started on the practice squad, taking notes, running scout plays, doing everything he could to learn the system behind Dillon Gabriel, the rookie starter who stole the show in London last week. Gabriel threw for over 190 yards and 2 touchdowns in that narrow 21-17 loss to the Vikings, a performance that showed real promise. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of bringing Bailey Zappe up as the second-string quarterback, Kevin Stefanski made a statement. He went with Sanders. And if you know Stefanski, you know that wasn't a random call. He's not one to play favorites or make emotional decisions. He's strategic. Stefanski said this move was about being intentional, about developing young talent the right way. Because being a backup QB in the NFL isn't just about holding a clipboard. It's about mindset, preparation, and leadership. You have to be ready at any moment, ready to lead a huddle in the most intense situations. And Stefanski believes Shedeur Sanders is ready for that challenge. Sanders himself hasn't said much since the promotion, just a short message on social media, "Thank you, God." But if you followed his journey, that quiet confidence says everything. It's faith, it's focus, it's humility, and that attitude might be exactly what the Browns need right now. Now let's zoom out for a second. Shedeur was a 5th-round pick, 144th overall. Not exactly the kind of draft spot that screams future franchise quarterback. But from day one, Cleveland saw something special in him, a project worth investing in. Someone with raw talent, high football IQ, and the mindset to handle the grind. He's been developing behind the curtain, watching, learning, waiting. And now the door's cracked open. If Dillon Gabriel continues his strong start, great, the Browns can keep building momentum. But if he struggles, or if injuries hit, as they so often do in this league, Sanders could step onto that field sooner than anyone expects. And if that happens, we could be looking at the next chapter in Cleveland's quarterback story, one that fans have been craving for decades. It's not just about who's taking the snaps, though. It's about what this move represents. It shows that the Browns are thinking long-term. They're building a foundation. Stefanski isn't rushing things. He's crafting something sustainable. A team culture where young players are developed, trusted, and empowered to rise when the moment comes. And let's be honest, in a division as brutal as the AFC North, every little edge matters. The Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are all locked in a dogfight for playoff spots. One key injury, one quarterback switch, one breakout performance, it could change everything. Imagine if Sanders steps in late in the season, brings energy, and steals a crucial win against a rival. That's not fantasy. That's exactly the kind of storyline that defines a team's future. Myles Garrett and the defense are still dominating. The offense is finding its rhythm. And now, with Sanders ready as the next man up, the Browns have depth, youth, and hunger on their side. The building blocks are there. The question is, will Sanders seize the moment when it comes? That's what makes this story so exciting. We're watching a young quarterback's destiny unfold in real time. Maybe it happens this season, maybe next. But the Browns clearly believe in him. And when a coaching staff like Stefanski's puts that kind of trust in you, it's a signal. Your time is coming. As we look ahead to the next matchup, a showdown in Pittsburgh, where the rivalry always burns hot, the pressure is on. Gabriel will lead the charge again, but Sanders will be right there, helmet in hand, eyes locked in, ready for his moment. Because in this league, you never know when your number's going to be called, and when it does, you've got one shot to make it count. So Browns fans, what do you think? Do you believe Shedeur Sanders can rise to the occasion if his moment comes? Are you confident in Dillon Gabriel steering this offense forward? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts below. And if you love this kind of inside look at your Cleveland Browns, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Browns Breakout, where passion meets analysis and every story gets the respect it deserves. The season's just heating up, And trust me, the best is yet to come.